I mean, talk a little bit about how your situation went down.
Well, I joined in June of 2023. I decided to join so I could um, benefit for my family. I wanted us to have more of our own things, as in like a house, the benefits that the army, gives you and stuff.
Thank
So
you,
I
Mama.
just wanted to do better for my family. Um, I went to the ASVAB program that the military offers. So let's just say that my whole military process was really long. I went to the '09 Mike program. That was 2 weeks. I passed the first go, so I was able to ship out to basic. I went to basic in Fort Jackson. I graduated October, and I had AIT for 5 months. So it was just an extended amount of time that I was away from my family. Um, then I get sent to Fort Johnson in Louisiana.
That's Fort Polk. That's like when you sign up for the military, they always tell you you better hope you don't get Fort Polk, you don't get Fort Bliss, and you don't get Fort Drum.
Yeah, so
And she got the worst one.
yeah. So out of all places, I got sent to Fort Johnson, and let's just say it was not great. It was just really sad and depressing there.
Mama's room, Daddy's room, and this.
Okay. Anyways, so I arrived to Fort Johnson around March. My family, well, my husband and I were going through it at the time, so we were separated. He didn't get to move with me. My kids didn't get to come with me, so I was just alone out there. I had a home and everything just how I wanted, but it wasn't really how I wanted it. So I was living alone. My sister came with me for a while, but then she came back home. That's when I fell into drinking a lot. So I would binge drink like Friday night, Saturday night, a little bit on Sunday. If we had 4 days, it would be like every day
If
binge
I'm being
drinking.
honest though, that was Lotta even before she went to the army.
But it
so.
wasn't as bad. Like when I tell you I would binge drink, it would be like heavy bottles, beers, like it was just an excessive amount. And I thought it was fine. Whatever. I don't know. It was just a sad, depressing time. I think in July of 2024, I got sent to Estonia. So I got sent overseas. I was only there for about like 2.5 months, 3 months, and I got sent home early. When I arrived back, I was told that I had to self-enroll into EBH, which is behavioral health, and I had to self-enroll into SEDC before it was command referred, because then it would look worse than it is. My command team said that it would just be the best option for me, that they don't believe like I'm an alcoholic and that I don't seem like an alcoholic, and that like a lot of people have problems with alcohol, but it's not that big of a deal. And I was, honestly, to me, I was like, you know what, it's good, it's whatever. Like, I know I'm not an alcoholic. I don't drink during the week. I don't drink like before I go to work, after I get off, because I would go to PT, go to my work day. After work, I would go to the gym, whatever. So I would just wait till the weekend and binge drink. So, why are you laughing?
I just think whenever anybody says but I'm not an alcoholic. Like,
Because I don't
that's an
consider it
alcoholic.
alcoholism. I consider
Yeah.
alcoholism like, oh, you wake up and you need alcohol in your coffee, or you need alcohol to like,
I guess there's levels to
to
it.
like, for you to go about your day. For me, I would just drink a lot during the weekend. Friday, I would go to the gym after work, and we'll be like, all right, let's get ready. And we're either going to the club, or even we're having like a party at my house. And we would just drink until like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then go to sleep. We'd wake
Shit,
up,
it sounds like an
go
alcoholic
to
to
the
me.
gym.
Fuck.
And me thinking like, oh, I'm going to the gym, so I'm, sending out the alcohol, whatever. But
Crazy.
or my friends would be like, oh, let's just go to the sauna, and I'd just be like, okay, I don't know, it's whatever. So, anyways, when I start going to,
The video cut up, y'all. My fault.
so yeah. I thought that the sauna would help. I never really went to the sauna, but I would still like continuously go work out. The day after, we just like drank hella, didn't go to sleep until like 5 a.m. whatever. So when I would talk to my counselor, I would tell him about my life things, about Gilbert, everything like that. He would ask me how often I would drink, and I wouldn't tell the truth. I would tell him that I would drink occasionally. I only drank when it would be like a friend's party, if we were doing like a get together, basically like celebrations and or holidays. And he would ask me how much I would drink on those occasions. So I would tell him like, oh, I would just have a drink or two, nothing too crazy. But mind you, I would be like 2 bottles in, beers, like it was crazy. So he told me that I had to go get some blood work done. And I was like, all right. Me thinking that it's only going to be tested for the day before, which is, 24 hours. So I was like, well, I'm not going to drink the day before. I'm going to be good or whatever. No. So the next time that I go see my therapist, because it was weekly, one time a week, I asked him because I was curious, and I was like, oh, well, how did that blood test work? Like, what are they looking at? And he was like, oh, well, they test for 24 hours, they test for 72 hours, and then they test 2 weeks out. And I was like, in my head, I was like, fuck. Like, that test is going to be bad, like really bad. And so I was never put on a no drinking order. So, of course, I'm going to keep drinking. I was never told, what I could do, what I couldn't do. Basically had no restrictions. Like, I was free. I could do whatever I wanted to do. Next thing you know, I go to EBH, and my counselor was like, oh, we're going to recommend you, I believe it's a chapter 9, I think it is. And
I got a chapter 13, so that was a bad one. And a fucking re-entry code fucking, I think it was like a 3 or 4, which means I can't join back.
No branch of service.
Yeah, no, none of them. None of them.
Brother's birthday, Maggie's birthday, Mama's birthday, and Dad's birthday, and Lavi's.
Okay.
Yagi likes the camera. She's just like her mom.
So they recommend me for that chapter. He said that he was going to send it up to my command team, and that it was up to my command team. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm chilling. Mind you, it's Rear D. Everyone that's in my battalion is sent forward, and it's really not that many people that are held back. It's all those people that are on like profile, people that are ETSing or PCSing. So it was just really small. It was like a small little community that was held back.
Rear D, right? That's
yeah.
what you talking about right now? Yeah.
So a lot of the time, our sergeant major, he's he's really like army, I guess you could say. He's really about it.
I like that.
He was really like on top of everything. So throughout the time of Rear D, it would just be a lot of like cleanups, a lot of Sergeant Major details, different details. At the time,
That's what Rear D does, babe.
yeah,
It's
little
fucking
did I know. So
details. Y'all don't do shit.
I don't know. I didn't get to, mind you, I didn't get to Fort Johnson till March. Deployment in July, same year.
Lada had like the worst fucking military experience ever, dog.
Yes, the
Low
worst.
key. Shit, but you know what?
It was sad.
I felt like Lada had the time of her life
It
in
was.
AIT.
Yeah, it was
and,
great.
And then she just got hit with real army fucking fast as fuck,
Yeah.
bro. Which I loved.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It's
I
just
low key was
where
like excited because we were like not friends, right? So I'm like, yeah, you joined the army, fucking who a motherfucker.
we weren't even, we couldn't even co-parent. It was that bad.
Yeah, we were funking for real. So I was like, yeah, go to Estonia, bitch.
Oh yeah, he texted me, was like, I miss you and I love you. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so like I was saying,
you were too. Don't act like you weren't.
but he's the one who was on my phone first, so. Yeah, you were.
Okay. That's cap as fuck. That's a lie.
That's not.
That's a fucking lie, bro.
It's not.
Yes, it was.
It's
bro.
not.
Just know she was begging for me.
I know he fucking lying, but
I was too though at first.
No, when he, hey, we'll talk about that at a different time. It doesn't even matter right now.
But yeah, look, I'm gonna interrupt because I just want to say Lada's experience is like the worst experience you could get in the military, bro. First off, look, when you see Fort Polk, it's Fort Johnson now. Fort Polk on your fucking assignment, bro. You're instantly hating life. You're like, no fucking way. Okay.
And getting sent to an infantry battalion.
Yeah, I mean, Lotto was a 25 uniform, so she was camo. And so, check this out. She goes to fucking Fort Johnson just to find out she's getting fucking... before I even say that, she's going through like a whole divorce while this whole...
Separation.
We initiated divorce. Like, I got custody of the kids and shit and like all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So... we were pretty fucking balls deep in it. We were like one document away from finalizing the divorce from how close we got to doing it. But things just didn't work out that way. We ended up making things work.
Clearly.
Anyways, so we're going through all of that, right? So she has this home. Her whole reason of why she joined the military is like not even valid anymore. She was like, yeah, I'm trying to get a home for us and all this. You know, I want to have my babies with me, my husband. She don't got none of that. So
You're just gonna tell my story?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell. I just wanted to know a little bit. So just so they know, because I'm like, this is like
From
the
his
worst shit
perspective,
ever.
I guess.
Yeah, from my perspective. Okay, so she's at Fort Polk, the worst base ever, right? All by herself. No husband, no kids, no family. She actually had her sister go over there. So they're over there turning the fuck up. Anyways, but turning the fuck up in sense of like loudest side, like damn. Like turning the fuck up in a sad way. And so she got this empty ass home. No kid, right? No fucking, I'm gonna keep emphasizing that. No husband, right? And next thing you know, that home that she wanted, she don't even get to enjoy that shit like that because she's getting deployed to Estonia for 9 months, bro. As soon as the same year. Like how long was it until you got like you got
4
word?
months.
Yeah, like you got 4 months.
I got word that so when I was going through in processing, they told me like, oh well, your battalion's getting ready to go forward. Mind you, when I was in processing, they were already getting ready to go to Finland. So by the time I finished in processing, they were leaving to Finland. So I didn't get to go to that one. And I'm not saying thank goodness I didn't get to go because I heard that it was horrible for some people. But they told me that when they're coming back, they're going to have a month of like, you know, it's going to be chill, whatever. Then we're going to get ready to get sent to Estonia for 9 months. And I was like, okay. I tried everything in my power, well, that I thought I could do to stay behind because I told him, well, I'm going through a
Shit bag.
divorce. I'm like
She was trying to
fighting
shit
for
bag her way out of the deployment, y'all.
I'm like fighting for custody. They were like this close to like letting me stay behind, but then they were like, no, we need you to go. You need to go, whatever. So I was like, fuck. All right. So yeah, I end up going, whatever, blah blah. But it was just really hectic. It was sad. I'm not gonna lie. I was probably like one of the biggest shitbags ever.
Yeah.
I never like did anything really. I never really did my job.
Lotto was a sick call warrior.
I wasn't a sick call warrior. First of all, he doesn't even know. He
Shitbag.
doesn't even know because he wasn't even there.
Motherfucking the typical fucking dirtbag soldier.
Says the one who would use my pregnancy as an excuse to stay home from work, to not go back to work.
I did that shit
when I
like
was
once
pregnant.
or twice, bro.
Whatever. But I wasn't a shitbag. I was a shitbag.
We're all shitbags in the army, bro.
Anyways,
y'all can't
if he
act
lets
like
me
y'all
tell
not.
my story,
Okay, my bad.
goodness, because I was quiet when he told his. I never cut him off. But yeah. So, anyways, when they sent up my chapter to my command team was on it like that. I came back from lunch and, you know, I seen everybody like doing cleanup and stuff, and my NCO, she was like, oh, well, go help do the cleanup, like help them do whatever. And I was like, I don't want to do that shit. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck do I look like cleaning up like leaves and branches and, you know, raking and all that shit? Like, we have landscapers. You know, there's landscaping people. Like, they can come do that.
If you're fucking Joe in the army and you're listening to this shit, I was like, that's what we do. You gotta let them know. 95% of your fucking job as a fucking PFC is to do everything except your fucking job.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It is. It is literally made up of fucking mowing grass, picking weeds out of the fucking concrete, fucking mopping up dirt in the rain, doing dumb shit like that. That's your fucking job. And your job, your first and foremost job before all of that is to fucking never ask questions and just do what the fuck you're told. As a soldier, those are your main jobs.
Okay, babe.
Those are your main jobs.
Okay.
So you're saying that she was just surprised. I was just a real army. I'm just letting y'all know. That's normal.
Okay. So, anyways, all those little details, I would be the one to say, why do we need to do this? I'm not gonna do it.
Crazy.
Every time they would talk about who's gonna go where, who's gonna do what, I would just look at them, and in my head, I'm like, I hope y'all know I'm going to walk back to my car, and I'm gonna go home, and I'll be home until last formation. So, and I did exactly that. I would leave, go home all day until
That's
close
probably
out.
why your chapter went by so fast.
No, because it was rear D, so nobody was there.
I'm kidding.
So, yeah, I was a good soldier though. Like I don't know. I would call myself a good soldier. They called me a good soldier. So,
me, I don't know.
Anyways, yeah. So, coming back from lunch, I get called in, and my NCO, she was like, "Oh, sit down," and I'm like, "Okay." So I sit down, and another NCO that like handles, you know, all the paperwork, whatever. They turn and look at me and they're like, "You're getting chaptered," and I was like, Shit. I just sat there. And the NCO that was on Rear D for my shop, they asked him, like, oh, do you have anything to say about Auroliga? And he was like, well, I never really worked with her, so I can't really say much, but like, I'm just gonna go, like, you guys got it. So she was like, oh, well, you're getting chaptered, like, you're gonna be going home, whatever. She said that we're gonna start everything that we need to do for my chapter process is gonna get started before they even like initiate the chapter. So I did everything I needed to do before they actually initiated it. And so when I got it back, it happened like that. Like it was quick. But not even that. It sucked because my chapter process started in the beginning of December.
You was out by January, mid-January. That's
Yeah.
fucking great. That was
Yeah,
fucking.
but listen, so my mother-in-law was supposed to she did get surgery a couple days before Christmas, and I wanted to go home. Like, I wanted to come home. And they were like, yeah, you get to go home. You're going to go home, whatever. And it worked out perfectly because I was going to get emergency leave since I didn't have any days of leave. So that was like a free 2 weeks. So I was like, all right, I'm going to take it. But then they were like, after saying it was going to get accepted or whatever, I bought my ticket, everything, blah, blah. They denied it. And I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I did. Like, I've been doing everything you guys asked me. I've been like, you know, whatever. Going with the flow. So, they denied it. They told me I couldn't come home because supposedly my orders were supposed to be given to me before block leave started. And they weren't. And I knew it was going to happen too. I knew it. I knew it. I knew I wasn't going to get them. And I was like, you know what, it's good. So I spent Christmas alone. Christmas Eve and Christmas.
Oh.
It was sad. And then New Year's, alone. Well, not alone. I had my friends with me, of course. Like, yeah, but it's just not what I pictured. I just wanted to come home. And, you know, and I was still bumping heads with him because he wanted to be.
Who's him?
My husband, you. I was still bumping heads with him because he wanted to be goofy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I call it.
Yeah, he wanted to be goofy.
To clear that up, I just didn't know if me and Lotto were like for real this time. So I'm kind of like, doing whatever I want to do. I guess we can just say that.
But he was like, hey, babe, I love you. Good night. Whatever. It's annoying. But, and I'm over here like committed, you know? And I was just like.
Oh, you committed now.
I was committed then too.
Yeah.
When we were like, oh yeah, when you again.
When is
him,
then? See, this is what women
again.
like to do. Women like to start their then is the timeline that they choose. They don't include all of then. It starts at a certain day. They pick a certain time. All the time before that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
so
but yeah.
Then was like 2 months ago. Like,
whatever.
The fuck?
So yeah, I had to wait until the end of block leave for everyone to come back, for my orders to get sent to me or given to me. We would check in every time, like every day for my orders. Next thing you know, I get my orders and they're like, you're going to be out January 15th. And I was like, fuck, that's soon. Like, that's really fucking soon. Good thing I already started clearing my house. I gave away everything in my house. It was the saddest thing. It was so sad to see that house. Like, it was so full of things, you know. And then it just became so empty to where you could hear the echo of your own voice. And it was really sad. It was, I don't know, depressing to see. But I was really happy to come home. I realized that the Army is a really cool place. You meet like a lot of different types of people. You make a lot of different friends. You get to experience a lot of things. It helps you mature in different ways and see life a little differently. And it's a cool place. But for me, honestly, it wasn't for me. I can't do the whole be here at this time, do this and do that. I like to be my own person. I didn't like that my nails had to be a specific way. I couldn't wear my eyelashes, my piercings.
Wow.
I don't know. I just wanted to be my own person, and I would just.
What basically Lada's saying is that she's an entrepreneur.
I just wanted to be a girly girl, and the army just. They don't let you be a girl for real.
Lada can't get told what to do.
I can't. Honestly, when they would tell me a lot of things of like, Aureliga, do this, and I'll be like, no. And when I was like put into my shop, I had an NCO, and I would literally tell all the other NCOs not to talk to me and not tell me what to do because they had their own soldiers. So if they would be like, Aureliga, can you do this? I'll be like, well, did you ask your soldier?
There's going to be some soldiers listening and watching to this shit and be like,
I'm
glad they got her the fuck out.
Honestly,
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I was really bold. Like, really bold. When I got sent to Estonia, I was like, nah, I would tell them to, like, not bother me.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. They got you out fucking quick. Like December to mid-January, like
it was really fast.
That sergeant was out there trapped in your ass out like it was Game 6 LeBron, bro. Like that motherfucker put up a Hall of Fame performance, dog.
It was really fast. It was just really sad because a lot of my friends, a lot of the people that I got to meet were they were forward. And that was the last time I got to see them was when they left. And I wanted to see them when they came back.
You'll never see them again.
I'm proud of everybody who's in the military and who continues to serve and who believe that they want to retire. I would say to keep doing what you're doing and pursue, that career. That career isn't for a lot of people, and it's okay, so.
I'm gonna say this. I highly recommend it. That's all I say.
Yeah,
I highly recommend it. It is dope as fuck. Dope ass experience.
It is.
Fuck yeah. If you're single, definitely do it. Definitely do it. Dude.
But if you're single, it's probably like, depending where you go, it's really hard to like. I guess like mingle or like, I don't know, to like find your person, I guess
she would know.
Say. Not that I was looking for anybody because I wasn't, but like where I got stationed at, a lot of my friends were single and they really wanted to like settle down, but it's
I'll tell
Fort
you,
Johnson is not the place to settle down.
Nah, the army, you don't find your loved one in the army. I'll tell you that right now. You don't find that your person
it's a
is not in the military, dog.
It's a
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
No, don't listen to him because actually I met a few people that met their husbands and wives in basic or AIT and like whatever. It's
that shit is not gonna last.
No, and they're doing really good. They're doing really good. So and a lot of people that I met too also met their partner, spouse, at the same duty station. So it could be like a hit or miss, really. I mean, The
odds are not in your favor, I'll tell you that.
It could be. It could be. He's just really...
I'll gladly say this, that the military is like the reason of most breakups and problems and marriages. Fuck. If anything, the military will fuck up your marriage. I'll be the first to say that shit. Real shit. And I'll sign on that, bro. But yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
we could end it on that note and shit. Let us know if y'all want some more military talk and shit. You know, I mean, like I said, we both been in for like 18 months and shit, like which is fucking nothing. So, but we still. I mean, I don't know, motherfuckers who care about how basic training is, how AIT is, or even airborne school. I was in airborne school.
Until he dropped out.
Yeah, I fucking quit that shit, you know, but I
Because he was.
experienced that shit.
Why?
Cause I was chafing in my fucking legs and I didn't want to fucking deal with that shit anymore, so I just quit. And all my friends were quitting too, so I kind
So
of
he's a
just
follower.
I bandwagoned it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I'll say it. Yeah, I dropped out. I don't care.
But yeah, for
They
the
were
time
all
that I was
getting.
in, the time that I was in, it was great. It was fun. It was cool. It was sad. It was depressing.
Lotto was turning up, so
So
that's why
it
it
was
was
like it
fun
had
for
its like
me.
ups and downs. But
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this for Lotta. Look, Lotta's shit that she liked was all the shit that had nothing to do with the military. All my shit that I love had everything to do with the military. All the field problems, all the shit that she hated, I loved.
I couldn't
All
do
the
it.
shit that she loved was like going out, clubbing and fucking
It wasn't even
partying
that.
and
It wasn't even
fucking
that.
fucking around with all these motherfuckers and shit like that. That was her fun. Just to clear that up for y'all. Cause she did not like cutting the grass. She did not
Fuck
like
no.
picking the weeds.
Fuck no. If
She did
you
not like getting smoked.
let me just say, I never got smoked. The worst thing that I ever
Clearly,
like
we can
did.
tell.
The worst thing I ever did was what was the worst thing I ever did? I think when we were in Estonia, my NCO made me bear crawl up these stairs, and I was still complaining going up the stairs, and I was like laughing, because I thought it was funny. So
Oh wow.
I don't know. That was probably like the worst thing
Yeah.
ever. Oh no, it's not. It's not. It was an AIT when I got caught drinking. Well, they didn't even know we were drunk, but yeah, that was probably the worst.
Yeah. Well, like I said, let us know if you guys want some more of this army type content too. Cause hey, bro, we went into the military married. Thank God, we're still married.
Why did you say it like that?
Yes, the fucking army tested the fuck out of our marriage, bro. That's why.
Yeah.
We still made it through the military together. And just so y'all know too, the fucking divorce rate is like fucking 70%
Yeah.
in the military, bro.
That's
So
really crazy.
oh.